Hi, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today I'm going to review another pen from Japan. This pen is an older pen from Pilot and it is a really nice one in my opinion. So let's take a look at it. So first we are looking at a Pilot costume leg stripes. The pen is made of metal. It is a steel pen and it has some nice features. First, let's look at the end of the cap. We have a Pilot, an older Pilot logo, which is black. Then we have the clip that is also a black inlay, and then it has silver parts, and the cap is also silver because it is steel, so it has a silver color with black like paint or enamel inside. The pen, as you can see, has on the cap lip Pilot costume. It has this very normal, very regular shape for a fountain pen, and in the other side it has a shiny surface. The cap, let's look at the clip. The clip is quite chunky, but it works really well. It is very flexible. Now, when you uncap the pen and the cap and the pen uncaps just by pulling the cap, and then it clicks on place when it's closed, as you can hear. It is very nice. You will see a black section with a little ring there, as you can see, and you have this very beautiful inlaid nib by Pilot. These are really nice nibs. I really find them very, very beautiful. This one says 18K white gold, and then Pilot M nib Japan, and it was made in 1972. So it's really a nice pen with a very beautiful nib. When you unscrew, it has metal threads on the section, and it takes the proprietary Pilot cartridges or converter. About the nib, as I was saying, the nib is very beautiful. It has warm white color. It's very hard to show you in this lighting. It has a warm white color because this is white gold. I have two similar Pilot nibs that I will show you. And these are into Pilot Elites, and as you can see, they are slightly different. So starting here, this one is the Pilot costume, and it has white gold, so it is a warm white. This is a colder white because this is a gold nib, but it is rhodium plated, so there is no gold hues in it. The 18K has this oval shaped breather hole, and the 14K has the round breather hole. And here you have a regular Pilot 14K, the modern Elite, with the same nib, the same shape, very beautiful. These look like it has longer tines, but I'm not really sure. It is just details, and it is very nice. And this is a really golden colored nib. I find these nibs, for me, are one of the most beautiful nibs around on fountain pens. These inlaid Pilot nibs. No, this is not the cap. Okay, let me cap these pens and take them away. About the size of this pen. This pen has a nice size to write with it. as you can see, and it can post. That is why you can see some here, a part that is more shiny than the others is the place where the cap grabs the barrel and scratches a lot of small micro scratches that take off the matte finish and make it shinier. And that happens when you post the pen like this. It gets a little bit longer, but because the cap starts resting here, you can use it comfortably, but I prefer to use it and post it as usual. I find in the comfort in writing, where the girth of the section is very good for you to hold the pen, and I also like the length that allows you to choose where you want to grab the pen. You may even want to write like this, but I really feel this plastic is very comfortable and you can choose where you want to hold the pen. About sizes, you have here a Lamy All-Star, and as you can see, they are almost the same size, the same length, but of course these two are much have a much bigger diameter than this one. When uncapped, you can see the Pilot is the shortest one, but it is by no means a short pen. I think it is very well designed, as in my opinion it has a gorgeous design, very well made. Another thing that I find to be very, very good, these pens can be sold, because they have lots of different finishes, they can be sold for various amounts of money. I bought this one, if I'm not mistaken, for around 60 euros. So this makes this pen one of the pens with the cheapest gold nib that is available. However, you find these cheaper pens when you buy them from Japan, not from United States or Europe. So then you have to pay the shipping and maybe costumes. So it may get or not more expensive. Now let's look how this pen writes on paper. So starting, this is the Pilot costume, black stripes, and I will zoom in a little. And the paper is the Rhodia dot pad, and the ink is the Montegrappa black. And as you can see, this is a medium nib, which means it is a little larger than other Pilot pens that I have. This pen writes really well. It has some feedback, but pleasant one. It's usual for Pilot pens to have some feedback, and it puts down a good amount of ink. This is a dry ink, and as you can see, it puts a good amount of ink. It is a medium nib, which I find similar to a Western fine. About the performance of the nib, it is not scratchy, it has some feedback, but it is very, very pleasant. It is somehow soft. You feel some softness when you're writing with it, some springiness, but it is hard to call it a flex nib. You can find some flex some line variation, you have to press hard, so you should treat this pen as if the nib was really stiff, although it is soft. It has no line variation, but you can feel it giving something. It's very hard to describe, but it's a very nice feeling to write with this pen. Upside down, it's not as pleasant, but it writes. And it writes well, and it keeps writing with a much finer nib, line width. So I would say this writes like the F, which is the M in Pilot, and this is like an extra F, I believe. And this is all. I really like this pen. I really like the way the feed delivers ink to the pen, and I really like also the size of the Pilot cartridges that allows me to put a lot of ink with a syringe inside these cartridges and use these pens. That I really love. So if you want a really not inexpensive but a not expensive golden nib pen with these very different kind of nib, try to go for a pen like this, or a Pilot Elite, or a Pilot Costume. However, I find that the Pilot Elites, because they are pocket pens, they may be more collectible and maybe harder to find with a cheaper price. This one, I think it has an amazing price for such a pen. It is really gorgeous. So I hope you liked this video. If you liked it, please hit the like button and subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching, and please come back for the next video. Bye.